Happy 2023, everyone. Hey, you know what? I haven't done a video since last year. Yeah. So back in the old days of 2022, we were given a cheese board of hints from the developers during a live stream before the end of the year. Within these clips and dialogue, things were heavily hinted at to what's to come in 2023. Much like the stream from the previous year, where the Servant of Flame spoke to us and pretty much revealed everything to come in 2022. The Battle of Golden Sands, the Legend of the Veil, Captaincy, the Resurrection of Flameheart, and the Skeleton Curse. So it goes without saying that spending some time to go through these clips could actually reveal everything to come in the following seasons. But one thing I want to talk about in length today is the mention of a secret temple that holds both a curse and a cure for the Skeleton Plague. Now, it's no secret that the developers love to take inspiration from cult 80s and 90s movies. The Caverns in the Shores of Gold, for example, is a nod to the Goonies. Flameheart's flying skull in the sky is a nod to Masters of the Universe, with Skeletor looking down on all of his minions. And the Heart of Fire and Stitch Jim are nods to Ghostbusters 2, the slime-covered sewers in relation to the lava-filled caverns, and Stitch Jim being an almost carbon copy of Dr. Janosch, following his dark overlord, Vigo, which incidentally had a story arc of resurrection. They love to nod to all of these old stories because firstly, they grew up watching these movies, and Sea of Thieves is technically the land of nautical fantasy, and number two, it's because these movies are awesome. But the reason I'm telling you all this is because now we hear whispers of a secret shrine, a place in which the ability to grant us a curse or a cure, a test of sorts. Within this shrine is also the opening to the paradise in which the ancients live, and I imagine the test is in place to see who is good of heart before entering the pearly gates. Which all sounds very similar to the ending of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where they had to choose a chalice. One could cure the poison within their bodies, and the other would serve instant death. But it appears as though one of these chalices, or rather the liquid which resides in it, is being used for other purposes. When the ancients were here, the seas would have looked a lot different. The shrines that we can dive down to were once above the water, littering the horizon, apart from one, a shrine that the ancients took with them to the Sea of the Damned. The rest of the shrines were sunken to the depths by the sirens and used for their own purposes. But an entrance to this shrine and a portal to the Sea of the Damned to find the ancients' paradise is out there somewhere, and the developers simply cannot tease us with a story arc like this and then not give us access to this area sometime in the future. But this place that the ancients call the Sea of Tribute is supposed to be a literal paradise for the ancients, where their thoughts, dreams, and memories literally manifest into reality. With no real threats to stop their civilization from dwindling, they can live in peace. And you could say that this world built from memory would be shaped very similar to where they once lived, except better, cleaner, more beautiful, much like the little pockets of lush biome seen in the wilds as of late. Almost like the walls between the worlds are once again breaking down and revealing small parts of the Sea of Tribute, which reinforces the title of the next adventure, The Secret Wilds. But not all of the ancients were permitted to venture into this new paradise. Only those of royalty knew what this place was, an afterlife of sorts where dreams become reality. So those ancients that were deemed disruptive or violent were left behind and named the Eternal Guard. It is believed that their job was to guard the gates of this paradise, and this Eternal Guard could actually be the origin of the Skeletal Curse. What better way to guard the gates of paradise than a mindless horde of the undead. Except like most diseases, they eventually evolve, and not everyone who falls victim to this curse becomes a mindless drone. Now that we know all of this, some places such as the Shores of Gold start to make sense. The strange rock mural, for example, tells the story of their travel with the Veilstones, and the banishment of their eternal guard, and of course a vault where all of their living world riches were kept. The Shores of Gold, as we call it, could in fact be the final resting place of this eternal guard, before they fell victim to the curses left behind. An elite group of unsavory ancients convinced that their mission had purpose, lied to and manipulated to essentially be banished from their kin. You could say that some of those people left behind eventually realized the deceit put upon them and would love nothing more to seek revenge on their brethren. In 2023, I feel like all of these answers will finally come. We'll figure out the true agenda of the ancients, what happened to the Eternal Guard, where this secret vault is located, and we'll delve into the Sea of the Damned more and more. And with the storyline being centered strongly around the Sea of the Damned and the Ancients' Sea of Tribute, maybe this is the year we'll get to see a new zone enter Sea of Thieves. The mechanics are already there to take us to new worlds, so why not take us to an entirely new adventure zone within the Sea of Tribute? And perhaps meet up with an old friend. That about wraps it up, guys, and thanks for watching, you beautiful Buccaneers. I just wanted to take a few moments to say thank you to everybody for their support in 2022. It's amazing to have so many fans and put out content which is enjoyed by many. I simply wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for you guys. As cliche as it sounds, you guys are the reason why I keep doing this. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very, very much. But I cannot continue to do this if you don't click this button right here. You just click that button there. That's all that happens. Yeah, I know, you probably see the videos in the feed anyway. Like, you know, what's the point in clicking subscribe? It's, you know, what's the point? Hey, click the subscribe button. Just click it right there. Look, just click it. Say yes, subscribe. You don't have to do the bell. You don't have to do the bell part. You don't need to do. I mean, I would like you to do the bell, but you don't need to just need to hit the subscribe. That's all you need to do. So it doesn't cost you anything, does it? Just sitting there watching people's videos. Probably don't even do it with me. Probably do it with other people as well. You know what I mean? You just sit there, oh no, watch the video, not gonna be able to talk about. Thank you so much for your support in 2022, guys, and I shall see you all very soon indeed.